This is a great day for the Church of Uganda, Anglican Church of Uganda. This is, it is unique to have a church, a function, combining four functions: the installation of the deacons, installation of the canons, installation of the bishop, and the inauguration of the cathedral itself, as the principal cathedral for the entire Church of Uganda. And as you recall in history, this is it echoes the first time that Church of Uganda, Anglican Church, Namirembe, was inaugurated by the then governor of Uganda, who was the head of state then. And now, coincidentally or by the spiritual guidance, it is the head of state, Good Samaritan, who has also inaugurated this very cathedral, which has replaced Namirembe now as the arch-cathedral for the Church of Uganda, Anglican. So it's a great occasion, and we thank God for this because it shows the maturity of the church in Uganda. We also particularly thank God for one of our own, Nankabirwa, Minister of Energy, who has also been installed as a canon of the Anglican Church in this very cathedral. So that's a great thing for us. We thank God for the President, who has personal touch on it, has personally contributed both from government and his personal coffers and the entire Christian community in this church. You recall also that when in his speech, the President was grateful that the churches in Uganda have come together under the inter-denominational council, bringing together all Ugandans so that Uganda are not divided, but this is my church, I'm Anglican, I'm Catholic, I'm Muslim. We have come together as one Uganda, under one church, under God. In memory, in faithful to our motto, for God and our country.
Jesus was a revolutionary. He really challenged those Jews who had turned religion into something else. But the parable of the Good Samaritan showed that your tribe did not matter, your religion did not matter. What mattered was what you did, your actions. So when I find people fighting, that they are fighting, and this was part of one of the reasons why in 1965 at Mwiri Conference, Scripture Union, I disagreed with the Scripture Union leaders and withdrew a bit and did other things. The part of this was bigotry, chauvinism, to behave as if the denominations, Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, what? As if they are the most important thing, not the actions. And sometimes I see some of this, even, NRM of course fought this. That's how NRM succeeded. When we started our work, we rejected completely sectarianism. That's how we were able to build this force, which has been there for some time now. And I'm glad eventually when we came into the government, I don't know whether the churches copied our example. They started the interreligious council. I don't know whether you followed our example or you had done it before. I don't remember. But I congratulate you for having the interreligious council. But I would like this to really percolate down to the whole society, so that you don't judge people by what they do, not the label, the denominations where they worship, where they do this, because then how would you handle the parable of the Good Samaritan? I hear the Samaritans were not Jews. They were also not, I think they were of another religion. But what he did is what Jesus praised. Finally, I discussed with Mama when we saw the good thing here. I said, "Ate ffe tukoze eki?" Then we agreed that from our cows, not from the government budget, but from our cows, we contribute 100 million shillings. But since you also elected me as president, you remember that issue? Some 3 years ago, you said, "Abeo." I will use that authority which you gave me in the new budget of July to contribute 1 billion shillings to the church.
Today is All Saints' Day, celebrated all over the world in the church calendar. And as the diocese, we decided to celebrate it uniquely as you have seen. Thank you for sacrificing your time to be with us, especially the guest of honor. Thank you very much. You have given the All Saints Cathedral congregation great motivation and joy. Thank you very much for your moral and financial support. Thank you so much for supporting us to clear the Janani Room Church House debt. Now we are debt free. That building on Kampala Road, which is called Janani Room Church House, is ours without any debt. And we thank you so much, Your Excellency, even for directing the Minister of Finance to compensate us for our land at Entebbe and at Makerere. That would help us out. And I request that the government clears our remaining compensation of 21 billion for Makerere, so that we do our mission. They cleared the other, this financial year, we were not considered. I think I have been advised that we can see how we can calculate it so that we have our interest calculated. Your Excellency, just behind here, just behind the cathedral, just here, there is a piece of land which is on sale at 9.3 billion Uganda shillings. all of you, I want to request you to pray and support us so that we purchase this land behind us for purposes of operation as the cathedral. Your Excellency, just on 29th October, we were in Busoga and celebrated the day of Bishop Harrington, the first bishop of the Church of God, who was killed by Chief Ruba because he didn't get understand the language well. The King of Uganda said, Mute, and the Musoga saw it, Mute, so he killed Bishop Harrington. And now, Bishop Harrington Day, as a public holiday, is not yet sorted as you had promised to consult Your Excellency. Once again, I thank you all for honoring our invitation, for your patience and great support towards God's work, and also the support you have given us. Allow me to appreciate Bishop Harrington Mutebi for the great work he has done.
From starting in 1912 as a chaplain for the chaplaincy of the British Colonial Hospital that accommodated a small number of worshippers as they were, to today, when it has grown into the cathedral for hundreds of thousands of Christians in the years of power. This growth mirrors the change in Uganda's nation has improved. This grand edifice, this grand structure here, stands as a testament to our collective faith, resilience, and commitment to creating a space that accommodates our growing congregation. The journey, which began as said a moment ago, in the late 1990s, due to the need for more space, has culminated in our recent structure that can seat more people, featuring modern technological designs, while echoing the beautiful essence of its places. The new cathedral features several unique architectural areas. It is designed as a post-modern six-sided building, which includes a 45-meter bell tower that echoes architectural features from the old church. And the structure now, the new one that's open today, is 10 times bigger than the cathedral that has provided in the old church.
In the church calendar, it serves as a powerful reminder of the legacy of faith that surrounds us. All Saints' Day, 1st November. All Saints' Day is celebrated on November 1st, and when you come, you find a very clear sum of footprints. To God, giving space to worship God in the middle of the city, we gather for the consecration and restoration of our fifth assistant bishop.
The complicity we have as women. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the leadership of God.
And the sins that so easily entangle. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Sadly, without the making of deacons and the making of priests, offering us for forgiveness and the promise of new life, to run the race with perseverance. Is God, Jesus. That is the momentous news from the Bible. In a nation, in the times when challenges and temptations are greater than ever before,
and the spirit of our party leaders,
we are reminded of the ultimate sacrifice that Jesus made for us on the cross, the destruction and sins that hinder our walk with Christ.
I believe it is the right thing to do to recognize and appreciate the leadership of the church in this general room 74, 77, as well as 77 at this moment, our habits. I would like to recognize this.
With me, our retreat leader and a preacher, the Right Reverend Professor Alfred Orwa, for leading the leadership of former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Amama Mbabazi, for the great work you have done